You can tell
What?
is a bye week for because we're going to do some NFL picks for
Let's
everybody.
do it right quick. During
Well,
a big game, Georgia's playing Florida right now, but we're gonna try to knock this out right quick.
We
But,
got it, man. 3,
yeah.
2, 1. Bring us in.
I forgot what week it is, but it is NFL picks.
So did I. The title for this one is NFL picks. I'll edit it later. So
Good.
We
Right.
missed a couple weeks of NFL picks, so we're gonna spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
The games that we differ on is the ones we'll spend more time on.
Okay.
And at the end of the year, our record tracking from now on, the loser has to buy the winner an NFL team shirt. So for you, if you pick the Cowboys or that other team you follow,
oh stop. So are we talking
Tampa,
about the winner of the whole thing, or just
the winner from this point on to the end of the year in the NFL picks? So when I win, you'll have to buy me an Eagles shirt.
Okay.
And if you somehow cheat and win, I'll buy you a Dallas Cowboys one.
I'll take the Dolphins, but I guess.
Oh, Dolphins! I couldn't remember the other team that you sometimes follow.
Okay.
All right. So, and then because of time constraints, we'll try and make this a little quicker. Just talk about the games really that we differ on, like Houston and Carolina. I mean, I'm picking Houston.
Yeah. Carolina is over 6 all year. We've already discussed Houston. They look a lot better this year. The younger team. CJ Stroud is probably the best looking rookie quarterback out there right now.
Agreed. So unfortunately for us, but agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where Houston's headed.
Yep.
The Rams and Dallas.
This is going to be a good game. This is going to be a really good game. Rams defense is looking all right this year. Cowboys, of course, they have the good defense. Offense is still kind of where they're a little shaky. Cowboys are at home and favored by a touchdown. I'm going to go with the Cowboys at home, but I don't think they cover. I don't know if they.
I don't think they cover either. I like the Rams to keep this close and move the ball around, but I feel like Dallas and home. This was at LA. I might
be different.
I might, but I'm gonna give Dallas the edge at home.
Right.
Minnesota at Green Bay. This is one of those
This is just a weird one because
it is.
Jordan Love started off the season playing so well those first few games, but the past few games he's looked absolutely putrid.
Yes.
And on the other side, you've got Kirk Cousins and Jordan Addison are making a nice connection, but you don't know how good Minnesota's going to play. You don't know what you're going to get from them.
Right.
With that being said, I do think Kirk Cousins is way better than Jordan Love. He's playing way better this year. So I'm going to go with Kirk Cousins in this game.
Yeah, I like Minnesota to maybe go on a mini little run here. Green Bay just doesn't seem like they're putting it all together right now. They've got the talent, especially on offense, but they're just not scoring. So go with Minnesota as well. New Orleans at the Colts. Anthony Richardson out for the year. New Orleans offense just looks terrible at times. The defense trying to keep him in games. What you got?
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Colts, man. I think Gardner Minshew and the Colts are going to get it done for the reason you just mentioned. The Saints, I've been fine with their defense for years, and they've proven themselves worthy to play the league. But offensively, just Derek Carr and that connection, just not getting it done. They got Michael Thomas out there, and is it Olave? Is Olave? Because I know it's one of the Ohio State guys. I think it's Olave. Yeah, they're just not getting it done this year. So I'm going to go with the Colts.
I 1,000% agree with you, but because we're brothers,
you got to pick the other team.
I'm taking New Orleans as my anti-Raj pick. I mean, there's not a whole lot of thought to it. I feel like I'll regret this later, but the way Indianapolis, I mean, they scored a lot on the Browns, who has a great defense. I feel like I'm going to regret this pick, so this is purely because of you. I'm going with that one.
I got you.
Even though you have much better analysis on that one. The Battle of New York, the Jets versus the Giants. Giants showed a little bit of life last week, and then you look at it, and it was actually only a 14-7 game against the Commanders.
I mean, I think prior to this season, when you look at this match, you're like, oh, man, this might be a good game. Now it's just like.
Yeah. Tyrod Taylor starting again for the Giants.
He hasn't looked too bad. Not great, but not too bad. I'm going to go with the Jets to cover in this game.
Yep. I'm going with the Jets also. Sorry, I was just looking at that real quick. Got a notification that I've won one of our college football picks for the day. So I'm a little happy about that. A little cross.
What game was it?
West Virginia.
I don't remember us picking that one. That's Nolan Void.
Yep. Is that what we're going with now?
You responded by saying, yep. So I'm like, okay.
Well, I did go back and read the text.
Who did they beat?
West Virginia and UCF.
Who cares about that? Anyway, that doesn't count.
Yeah. Is that how we're going to do the picks from now on? Doesn't count. But I'm going with the Jets also. Yeah. I think they'll get great defense and just enough offense to win that game.
I got you.
Jacksonville, Pitt. I'm surprised the line. Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised the line is so low. Rain in the forecast as well. This seems like Jacksonville the better. I still can't believe Pitt is 4-2.
Yeah.
With the way they played. But with this game getting ugly and the rain out there and turning into a slobber knocker, I'm going to take Pitt at home only for that reason. Like if this was in a dome or a dry weather, whatever, I think Jacksonville's the better team. But I think that will level the playing field just enough for Pitt to get a win here.
I agree with everything you just said. I'm going to take Pitt in this game as well. They're at home. I think the weather's going to be in their favor. They're used to playing in that weather. And this matchup is also going to be a good matchup of two future really, really good future young NFL QBs in Pickett and Trevor Lawrence. So it's actually going to be a pretty exciting game to watch.
Yep. If they win this, we'll have to have one of the Jacksonville guys that we know on our show to talk about what happened.
Yeah.
Atlanta at Tennessee. Tannehill not playing. So it is a
that might be. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean,
nobody knows.
He's looked absolutely horrible this year, and I think it's time to pull the plug on that and see what else you got in there. But even with that being said, the Falcons look a lot better this year. Desmond Ridder, Bijan Robinson's up in the runnings for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yep. I'm going to go with the Falcons in this game.
Yep, I'm going with the Falcons too. I just feel like they're a much better team. Tennessee just should have sold on this season. They're trying to trade Derrick Henry. It's probably not going to work because nobody's trading for a running back these days. So
yeah, I heard. I've been hearing that the Cowboys are out there.
Really?
I guess, but I don't know. But based on what Jerry Jones says and which is what he always says, he's like, "Oh, I'm fine with the team they are now," because he doesn't want to say anything negative. But
right,
I mean, if they've got Pollard with the speed, if they could get Derrick Henry like a nice bruiser back, even though he's a 4-down back. Yeah, I think that would make a nice little combination, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, Ravens also supposed to be in the mix. That would be interesting to add.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one too.
So, yeah, either one of those two teams, you'd have to think those are your top two teams. But yeah, Atlanta I think takes this one. As much as it pains me. Yeah. Philadelphia at Washington. Washington played that thrill early, but they just seem like they've kind of fallen off a cliff. I'm taking Philadelphia in this one.
Philly's
banged up, hurts or not.
Yeah, I think Philly's the best team in the league right now. They've got the brotherly shove or the tush push on their side too, and they're going to use it to their advantage. Obviously, they used it to beat my Fins last week. Philly's the best, I think, overall team right now, and they're going to win this game.
Yep. Cleveland at Seattle. This is an interesting one. Seattle being favored. Cleveland still can't get a consistent quarterback in there, but that defense is playing lights out. I kind of like Cleveland to steal this one on the road. Maybe. I think they cover the 3.5 for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if Football Talk with Bo will forgive me if I pick Cleveland, but I think I'm going to take Cleveland to steal this game.
Well, Football Talk with Bo is going to forgive me because I'm picking Seattle, and this is going to be my anti-Herb pick. I can bring up some. No, I'm not going to bring up any stats. I'm not going to do all that. I just think Seattle's going to win, and I'm only picking Seattle because you picked Cleveland. Shout out to Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett looks like an absolute
beast,
freak of nature out there. Yeah. He's ridiculous.
If he could play quarterback, they would be much better.
He would.
You'd have to think at this point. So, Baltimore at Arizona. Baltimore
has been looking really, really good the past few weeks. I think they're like top 5 in the NFL power rankings. So I'm going to go Baltimore too.
Yeah. Arizona did what they need to do. Come out, fight a couple games, win one, tank the rest of the season. Maybe Kyler Murray comes back. Maybe he doesn't. So
and they said he's healthy. The reports were a couple days ago like he's healthy, but I don't think they want him to play anyway. They're like, no, they're moving on.
They got high draft picks. That's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Kansas City and Denver. The weather would be the only reason to pick Denver because I think snow is expected, but I'm going with Kansas City.
I'm going with Kansas City. I think this is an easy pick. I picked Kansas City by at least 10 points in this game. You know, we all thought that Denver was going to – well, some of us thought Denver was going to have a better season than they did last year, but it's not going that way. And I hate to see Jerry Jeudy out there I don't think Jerry Jeudy has any touchdown catches this year.
No. I don't Patrick Surtain, I feel bad for him. He's officially on the trade block too. Denver has basically said everyone's going to be traded. Yeah. So come get anybody you want. So Cincinnati at San Francisco. This would be an interesting one if Cincinnati wasn't playing the way they were. Now you don't know if Brock Purdy's playing either.
Yeah.
But I think I got to take San Fran at home just because of the weapons. No Deebo Samuel either, but that's a tough one. Go for it.
I'm going with Cincinnati in this game.
I like the pick.
Cincinnati, San Francisco lost their past 2, I believe. Brock Purdy's been looking kind of shaky. Some of his weapons are hurt.
He hasn't been.
I think Trent Williams is still hurt too, right? What'd you say?
he hasn't been looking pretty good at all.
I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. I don't want to talk anymore.
Pretty good. Not okay. That wasn't a pretty good pun.
That was pretty horrible.
Fair enough. Right. The Bears at the Chargers. I can't believe this is a Sunday night game.
Sunday night. Oh my gosh.
Without even Justin Fields, like,
yeah,
I thought they'd flex this out. I'm going with the Chargers big at home.
I got the Chargers covering in this game.
Yeah, that just seems kind of ridiculous game to even watch. We did. Yep. So Monday night, Las Vegas at Detroit. I mean, I'm going with Detroit. Like, these two night games are just terrible. Detroit needs to avenge that loss last night. Last week to the Ravens. I think
they got their butt whooped by the Ravens last week, but I think that was a rare occasion. I thought that game was going to be a lot closer, but I got Detroit. Still think Detroit's going to win their division and make it to the playoffs. I got Detroit this game.
Yep. All right. I guess that covers all of the games for this week.
You do this every week.
Guess that's all of them.
Here you go, being disrespectful.
Oh, did I miss a game somehow? Oh, I wonder.
What a surprise! The Dolphins and the Patriots are playing a noon.
Sunday. You know what? I was scrolling.
It's funny you forgot this one, even though it's a noon game Sunday. It might be the first game.
My bad. My phone is like this size, and I was trying to scroll this way, and it was like flipped around, and then there was.
When the Dolphins win the Super Bowl, you won't be saying my bad anymore.
Oh no, I'll be buying you a Dolphins jersey.
Okay.
A Dan Marino jersey or a Waddle jersey.
All right, we'll see.
Okay.
Are we gonna talk about the game?
Oh yeah, I mean the Dolphins beat up on bad teams, so no matter what New England did to Buffalo last week, Dolphins are putting up about 30 this week at least.
Yeah.
And they're coming ahead with a victory.
Yeah. I got Miami covering easily in this one.
The biggest intrigue in this game is Jalen Ramsey really coming back, or is he like just?
No, I don't think so. The reports came out that he was healthy and he was going to be back to play Sunday, and he didn't know that. So he was like, "Oh, really? I am playing Sunday?" But I don't think he's going to be back next week, and I'm not sure if he'll be back the following week. We do need him back. Our cornerback is kind of a little, not gonna say weak, but we can use some help in the safety area.
Definitely.
So we definitely need him back whenever he can be back. But I just want him to be healthy.
Yeah, I agree. Dolphins big in this one. So got three differences, Raj: New Orleans, Indiana, Cleveland, Seattle, San Fran, and Cincy. So somebody will be guaranteed to have a lead going into the next picks. Hopefully we make our next picks.
Yes. And just a side note, I just got the notification that they did activate Ramsey off the IR. So he will be active, I guess. They're ready to play Sunday.
I got the notification that they knew we were recording, so they wanted us to have that information.
I knew it. Even though they haven't commented yet, I knew. Yeah, they know.
Yeah. And even though they have no way of watching this video yet, but yeah, they know.
I say that to make sure you're paying attention.
All right, Raj, love it. The shirt is on the line, so now these picks actually mean something. So
yes.
Get to it. Let's get back to this game. Georgia somehow has gone ahead. It's still in the first quarter.
Touchdown. Yep.
So, all right, Raj, you gonna take us out?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Dinner. Outro music.
Roll Tide, everybody.
Roll Tide.